South African consumers indeed the most financially challenging year in 2023, and this is seen in data from Debtbusters Debt Index for the fourth quarter of 2023. And for more on this, we are joined by Benay Sager, the executive head of Debtbusters. Benay, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Let's take a look at the number, especially the number for those looking for help, such as debt counselling. This increased by 46% in the fourth quarter. What are you expecting in terms of first quarter numbers for 2024? Even more inquiries as we struggle with this current cost of living?
Thanks, Melissa, for having me on. I think our expectation is that, what happened in 2023 will continue in 2024. And that is essentially, the difficult situation that the consumers are under. We talked about inflation. We talked about the impact of interest rates being elevated. And on top of that, I think the relentless load shedding has really made it difficult for the economy to grow because of lack of investment. But also what that means on a micro level for individuals is that their incomes haven't really grown. So they need to sort of seek help. And I think we in a way, it's good that consumers seek the help from a financial perspective. We would, we certainly expect the numbers you mentioned in terms of year-on-year growth to continue in 2024. Certainly from what we've seen in the first month, that's going to be the case for the rest of the year.
Now let's talk about the debt to annual income ratio, and it has improved according to your data, but the reality of the numbers when you look at it are still quite concerning. As far as I remember, it's a more than 100% ratio there.
Yeah, we were pleased to see the relief, as we said. Normally this ratio looks at the total amount of debt someone has and divides it by the 1 year's worth of income. And we look at that ratio in terms of the incoming cohorts. And that's been hovering around 110 to 120%. In Q3 2023, it was 108%. And in Q4 2023, it was 106%. And we were pleased to see this number regress, 2 quarters in a row. And we certainly hope that it's going to continue to improve. But what we also see is that on the other side, depending on the income brackets that you're looking at, some income brackets are really suffering under the difficulty of the inflation and interest rates.
Now, there is somewhat of a silver lining, Benay, and that is as more people are using online debt management systems. This could indicate they want to actually address their debt and not stick their hands in the sand. What do you guys find there?
Yeah, that's been very pleasing for us because these are tools that we designed on our website so that people can engage with their credit profile and their debt profile whenever they want. And I think that's what a lot of the people really want these days. They want to be able to do things at the time that suits them. And what we're seeing pleasingly is particularly with the younger consumers that they are engaging with these tools. They're looking at what % of their income they're paying towards debt repayments. They're looking at what is their credit score, not as a number, but as a percentage of what they can achieve. They're looking at things like what the people like them are looking like and sounding like and trying to gauge, okay, how am I doing against my peers? We've been very pleased in terms of that engagement. And what we really hope is that if we catch these consumers at a younger age, their debt levels will be more manageable and we can really help them before it gets, really, really late.
Thank you so much for your insights tonight. That was Benay Sager, the executive head of Debtbusters. To this story now, the Supreme Court of Appeal has ordered Vodacom to make a new offer to Please Call Me inventor Nkosana Makate. The offer is to be made within 30 days. The mobile communication giant wanted to pay Makate 47 million rand for his work in inventing this feature. Makate has been arguing that this amount is unfair, and this case has been dragging for over 15 years. In other news, the Competition Commission has